my channel. As you can see, I am in the bathtub enjoying a nice bubbly bath. I have been having an existential crisis. I just want to talk about it. I just got a notification about no storage left, and that is not correct. I'm like annoyed that my phone doesn't have any storage. I don't know what to do about that. This is Dr. Pepper, not wine. I'm 19 and I'm a law-abiding citizen. So this existential crisis started 2 days ago when I decided I wanted to post something on Instagram for Earth Day. So I've only had this phone since like the very end of my senior year of high school, and before that I had a different iPhone, and before that I had some little Android phone. And I love taking pictures and videos. I have pretty much all my storage is just filled with pictures and videos just because I'm a very nostalgic person and I'm also a hoarder. I have like right now on my phone currently, I've only had it for about 2 years, and I have 16,000 pieces of data in my photo library. So from my freshman year to my junior year, I didn't have any of those pictures on my phone, and I wanted to post some of them because I went to some really cool places during those times of my life. I went to like Oregon and Chicago and Hawaii, and all these different really cool places where I didn't have photos of it on my current phone. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna get on my old computer where I had put all of those photos and try to find something to post for Earth Day. As I was going through, I started to get really weirded out. I was like, oh my god, why am I uncomfortable? Also, if you're wondering where I got my swimsuit, it's really cute and it is from Romwe. So I was going through all these old photos and I was just thinking about it, and I was like, oh my god, we've lived so much of our lives and we still have so much of our lives left to live. Like, I'm almost 20 and I still have like 60 years left, at least, of my life. And I have been 30 different types of people since being born, and that's crazy to me. Watching old videos and like seeing the old person that I used to be. I made that video about the summer of 2018, but even before that, and looking at how I've changed and how I've grown, and I'm like, we've lived so much. We've done so many things. 2 years is a long time, but then sometimes like 2 days feels like a long time. And it's crazy. It's crazy. We've been in quarantine for almost 2 months and it feels like forever. But then like the past 2 days have seemed like they've gone so fast. Like, we are just constantly living in paradoxes, and how is that even possible? Time is a man-made construct, and so that's why it's so crazy to think about. But oh my god, we've lived so much. And the people before us, and there have just been so many people who have lived full entire lives, and they just did. And that's the thing, we just keep doing these things, we just keep living. I was looking back at all these old photos, thinking about all that kind of stuff, and when I was younger, I wanted to grow up just because I wanted to see what I looked like, and now I'm like looking at myself and I'm like, I look the same, first of all, and second of all, I didn't think that this would be my life. That's it for the nostalgia life, looking back, weird thing that I was going through a couple days ago. I've kind of just ignored it. I've just put it out of my mind, and I refuse to go back and look at the pictures now. They're just on my computer, and that's where they'll sit for the rest of my life, which is unfortunate. I should look at them, but then I get into these weird spirals and I just can't stop thinking about how crazy life is. I just can't stop thinking about it. So, switching gears a little bit, another existential crisis that I've been sitting in for the past couple days is about fame. And I've been thinking a lot about being famous. If I'm going to be honest with you, I started my YouTube channel because I thought I was funny enough to be famous. But, I mean, apparently not. I'm a narcissist, I'm sorry. But then I think about it and I was like, why do people want to be famous? And I think that comes with like the human desire to just be known. And I think that's why people get into relationships, and that's why people create friendships, is like to not only have those connections, but it's just to be known and to be cared for as we are. And then I was thinking about, so why do the people online, nobody really knows the people that they're fans of online. Like the people that we make famous, we don't really know a lot about. And the ones who get really famous are the ones who've made themselves known and made themselves vulnerable, because as humans we're also desperate to know other people, which is so crazy because like, why do we care? And it's because we're humans, and like, why is that human nature instead of rejecting every piece of information anyone gives us? Why is that not our reaction? Why do we want to be known and we want to know people so bad? Also, I have horrible posture, and this is just making it painfully evident. So I was thinking about that and I was like, well, why do I want to be famous? You know, it's not that I want to share my experiences with the world and I want to share my comedy with the world. I think it's because I wanted to be known by more people, but then the more I think about it, the more I'm like, well, they won't really know me, so why even bother when I can make more meaningful connections in different ways? I keep contradicting myself, I'm sorry. I keep on thinking, like, why am I not TikTok famous? Like, I'm gonna be TikTok famous, why can't I be? And, you know, I put out so much content on TikTok and on YouTube to reach maybe 10, 15 people, and I get upset about it sometimes, and lately I've just been really thinking about it, and I'm like, what is my obsession with social media? What is my obsession with being famous and wanting to be known when I have people who know me and I have people who care about me and know the real me? And I'm like, if I'm enjoying myself and I'm having fun and I'm doing what I want, then what is the need for fame? You know? Like, isn't that crazy? Like, why do we want to be famous so bad? I think another reason we want to be famous so bad is because of the fortune that comes with it, like the money, because, you know, if you have money, all your problems are solved or whatever. And so that's another reason why I started my channel, because I was like, dude, if I can get 10,000 subscribers, I can monetize this, it's going to be great, I'll never have to work again. But if I was truly that dedicated and I truly had, if that was my dream, then I would be working harder at it. Instead, this is a hobby, turn it into a hobby, and that's the thing too, is like, why don't we just do things as hobbies? Why do we have to make everything into a career? For me, art is going to just be my career path, and I'm not wanting to do art as just a career. I want to be a graphic designer. So it's kind of different, but it's also kind of the same. Like, why couldn't I just let art be a hobby for me? Like, why do I want to be TikTok famous so bad? And I think it also comes from the human nature's need for validation. Why do we want that when we can be validated by the people who are important to us and the people who actually truly know us? Why do we want people we don't even know to care about our lives so bad? I don't know. Because I want it too, and I don't even know why. I'm not good at TikTok. I just literally just spew out whatever comes to my brain. So why do we try? You know, the app, they could delete the app from the App Store and it could just be gone. And it would be nothing, and it would mean nothing. And the whole point of life is to give meaning to things and like to be passionate about things. But why do we choose the things that really truly could be gone in a second? I guess I'm just hating on it all because I'm not famous on anything, and that's fine. I'm trying to come to peace with the fact that it's fine. It's hard though. I put a fair amount of effort into these videos. Like, I want them to be funny. I want people to want to watch them. But if it's not in the stars for me to be famous, like, then I should be okay with it, and I'm trying to come to terms with that. But the fact that I couldn't do it for so long, I couldn't come to terms with the fact that this is a hobby for so long, why couldn't I do that? And why can't I come to terms with the fact that TikTok doesn't matter, and it shouldn't matter to me? Like, to some people it matters, and if that's your hobby and that's your passion, by all means, give it all you got. But, like, why do I want that for myself when it's not even something that I'm crazy passionate about? And I think the issue is that TikTok is so easy. The mentality of TikTok is like anyone can do it. So I guess overall, just what I've been thinking about is, first of all, nostalgia and like our lives and how we grow and how we become different people, and all of the stuff that happened to us before in our lives, like everything before this moment could have just not happened because it's done happening. And I'm a very, very nostalgic person. I'm always looking back on the past, and I'm always looking back into old photos and videos and reminiscing on how things used to be. And I don't know why I do that. First of all, because it's never going to be like that again. And also, I can't do anything about what happened back then. It's been a very introspective past couple of days, and I've just been thinking a lot about my past and also fame and why we want to be famous. I don't think this could ever be like a career for me, this YouTube thing. I think this is just for fun, and I'm trying to accept it now. I'm trying to stop playing into this system. I think that's what this is all about for me now, is like to stop letting the system control my life. If someone happens to stumble across it and subscribe, that'd be pretty sick, but also like it should be okay with me if they don't. And I think a lot of people focus on numbers because numbers equals cash, money, most of the time. And so if I just quit focusing on that and I just let myself do what I want to do, then I think that I'm succeeding in my own special way. I think I need to give up the idea of trying to be famous because it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. If you go down in history as someone famous on the internet, like, good for you, but I don't think that's my path. And if it is, it'll be made clear to me, but I don't think it is. Too bad I paid $300 for Final Cut Pro when I thought this was going to be my career. Who did I think I was? Okay, here's another little tangent. When I'm thinking about, like, traveling, like, why people like to travel, when I think about it, I'm like, ooh, think of the pictures I can take to post on Instagram. Like, isn't that sad? I wish that I could think of traveling and just think, I can't wait to have that experience. And so that's what I'm going to try to do for this next year, because I'm planning on traveling a lot. I've got a lot of money saved up that I want to use to travel, and I'm going to focus on the experience of traveling, you know, instead of what I can post on the gram. Because it's like, I've got 800 followers. Jayda, who cares? So it's kind of sad, but it's also kind of freeing, and that's what I really want, is to, like, be freed from the system. This is getting a lot, I'm sorry. I want to be freed from the system, and I want to be freed from social media, because I was thinking about that. I talked about it with my mom. I was like, we are slaves to social media. Our lives are social media. Like, why is that? You know? So I'm trying to break free from the system. I'm trying to break free from social media, because will it be like this forever? When we're grown-ups and adults, like, my mom is addicted to Facebook. When we grow up, are we going to be addicted to TikTok as, like, with our own kids and with, you know, eventually our own grandkids? Are we always going to be on our phones? Why can't we just live for life itself and not live for our phones? I think that's enough thinking for my brain today, and if you watched all this, thank you. I wonder if you have the same ideas and opinions as me. I love talking about this stuff, but also it makes me very frustrated, because I'm like, why are our lives like this? Also, I painted my nails. They're usually black, but I went blue, pink, and purple because I'm trying to live life to the fullest. Okay. If you like this video, crack open a cold one for me. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for sitting through this bath with me. I hope you guys have a great day. I love you. Later. This is Dr. Pepper. I swear. Now you know, because it's brown. Okay, I'm gonna go. I love you. Bye-bye.